I'm sorry.
Everything all right?
Yes, sir.
You guys concerned? Somebody said you're out here videoing.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you. No, I'm getting old. I can't hear you.
What was your question?
I said we just had reports that you were videoing patrol cars in front of the building. I was just finding out what was going on.
Yes, sir. That was me.
Okay. What's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Yeah. You got some ID or anything?
Did I do something wrong?
Well, the truth is, man, on the hot alert that we are, we're just trying to figure out what people are doing when they're trying to get intel. And whenever you see people with cameras and stuff like that, it's indicating to us that you're trying to get intel. And that's why I'm trying to ID and find out who you are. Make sure you're not a terrorist or anything like that, or wanting to do us harm. And I think you can probably relate with all the stuff that's going on nowadays. We have to be concerned ourselves.
I understand. I'm not a terrorist. I mean, if I was a terrorist, I wouldn't be standing out here.
You never know. You know. So, but if you don't want to give me your ID, I can't make you.
Okay.
But I was just hoping you would tell me who you were. So
I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't want to get in any trouble, so I think I'll just leave it at that.
You're not in trouble now. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm talking to.
Well, like I said, the problem is, you know, is it's so easy to get in trouble, and I don't want to get in no trouble, so I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right, sir. Thank you. And here comes the sergeant again. Did I go someplace I'm not supposed to be? It's a public street, right? Okay, I was just making sure. 'Cause I didn't see any signs. They had a street sign at the end, and I see the stuff here. Are you going to continue to follow me around?
I'll continue to watch you.
Okay, how about I save you a lot of trouble and I'll just leave? That make it easier? I'm saying whatever.
Sir, you haven't done anything to make me feel any more comfortable. So I'm just going to watch you. I mean, you ain't done nothing wrong. So you're free to walk around. I can't stop you. I'm not trying.
Okay, I didn't think you were. I mean, you're being very respectful. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't have any ill intent. I don't see a purpose in following me around. But you know, if you don't have anything better to do.
Intel's intel.
I think you can get all the intel you want off of Google Earth, Google Maps. You don't agree?
No, sir.
What about your website? Do y'all have pictures of the police station on your website?
I believe there's some. I don't visit our website that often, I'm going to be honest with you.
And I haven't looked at it either, so I actually don't know.
I know they've had some changes over the years, but I don't. Being here, you know, you just don't visit the website unless you're, you know, looking at jobs or something like that, or career changes or anything.
Have you worked here a long time?
16 years.
That's a long time.
Pretty much grew up here.
Yeah? You from Baytown or Pasadena or?
This area right here.
Baytown itself? Well, I suspect when you grew up here it was a little different kind of area.
Man, when I started there were about 30,000 people here. Now we got almost 100,000. So yeah, there's A little bit of a difference.
I grew up in Pasadena, you know, so I remember when Baytown was just a speck in the woods.
Yeah.
I remember when the tunnel was here. You remember that far back, right?
Oh yeah. I remember the park at the tunnel. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't have fishing down there now, to be honest with you. But I think it'd be a great opportunity for Baytown to put piers down there and have covered fishing and put some lights out.
Well, LaPorte's got a dock like that.
Huh?
LaPorte has a dock like that.
Yeah, we don't on our side though.
I'm kind of curious as to why.
I have no idea.
Did they think you needed help?
Man, you know, stuff, the way things are going nowadays, you just never know anymore.
I honestly, I'll stop giving you a hard time. I'll ID myself if you want. If it make you feel better and get these guys out of here, you know. Nothing's not going to write down.
Oh, well, hell.
I'll now tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. The taking pictures of public buildings will get you put on the terrorist watch list. And so I don't want anything that's going to be written down. I don't want to end up on an intelligence report, you know, anything like that.
Heck, I already got to do a report on it.
Why?
Because that's just the way it goes, man. We're just not in that position anymore, and that luxury of being able to just, too much is at stake nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, we're targeted too much, and other civilians are targeted too. And that's why we got the heightened sense that we have. You know, and I'm not trying to be rude about it. I wish we could go back to where we were.
And I'm not either, but, you know, understand why, you know, why I want my privacy respected.
And I can understand,
you know.
I really do. And at the same time, I have a different aspect I have to look at, you know. So, and I respect your wishes. If you don't want to give your ID, I'm not going to even try making you, you know. But
well, I just don't want, like I said, I don't want it written down and ended up in some
report. Can I ask an honest question?
You can ask me anything. I won't promise I'll answer, but you can ask me anything.
If you don't want the attention, then why are you doing it? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Well, first off, I don't see anything wrong with what I'm doing. I'm out here in broad daylight. I'm not making any effort to conceal myself. I'm not hiding in the bushes. I don't see what the issue is.
What's your end goal? What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm a journalist.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. Okay. You know, so I was actually.
Are you self-employed or do you work for?
I work for a national news organization.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out what the end game is on it. You know, what you're trying to accomplish, or.
Well, I'm doing a story about you.
Well, I'm a 16-year veteran. My name's Sgt Hampton.
I got all that already. Okay. Who's got body cams? Anybody got body cams?
No, we don't have them.
They don't have those here?
We haven't been issued them yet.
Y'all got dash cams?
Yeah, we have those.
So how come you didn't park over here and put me on dash cam?
You don't know if you're being recorded right now or not.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Who's got the body cams?
We don't have body cameras. We're getting them. We have, I think, 17 of them that we've ordered, and we're going to get them issued here.
Yeah.
The next little bit, but
it's a logistics thing about trying to store the data,
the infrastructure behind it.
All that. It's just people don't realize what comes about trying to keep all that information. Now, to being in the media, y'all have all the equipment to store all that.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We end up using a lot of personal PCs and cloud storage, and I know exactly what you mean.
Y'all have that stuff available. We don't.
Well, no, a lot of the journalists furnish that stuff themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We personally.
I don't have any weapons on me. I'm not armed at all. Not even a pocket knife. Okay, my hands are cold. That's why I'm putting them in my pocket. Yeah, so it's. I understand what you're saying about that. I understand what, and I'd like to see a solution for that. But, you know, I'm surprised you guys don't have body cams. They're one of the few apartments around here that don't have them.
They're coming.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of.
Well, I'm also surprised y'all don't have a new station. I came out here today. I was surprised that you're still in the old house.
That was supposed to be in the works. I don't know if that's happening now or not.
No,
it got taken off.
It got taken off a bond. It was slated to go in the next few years. There was plans for it being built and all that kind of good stuff, but politics of it all, I guess, it got done. So it is what it is.
Well, like I said, LaPorte's got a new station.
Yeah, I didn't even been by it.
Friendswood has a crazy, not Friendswood, Pearland has got an awesome station.
Now, we got a lot of good, nice, pretty fire stations that you can take pictures of.
Yeah.
Look like ski resorts.
No, I believe this is going to sound crazy when I say this, okay? But I try to stay away from the fire stations unless they're habitating with the police station because the firemen freak out when somebody comes and takes pictures of the fire station. Okay, and then I get called on, and not you guys in particular, but police in general come up and they're very aggressive. They're very aggressive. And you know, when you guys get aggressive, he's been nice. You know, that's why I'm so talkative and friendly. Yeah. All right, if he had come at me like an asshole, okay, I give what I get.
So what kind of story are you writing?
I'm writing a story about you.
Like what?
Yeah. Is it gonna be good, bad? I mean,
well, so far it's good. You hadn't thrown me down, beat me, and tased me or anything like that. Okay, so I will identify myself to you if you do not write it down, or you may use my first name in your report if that helps you. I just don't, like I said, you understand my concerns about having my information thrown in a report, and the intelligence officer makes his intelligence report, which goes to Pasadena, which is the central system for that stuff, and then they put me on the terrorist watch list. You know, that's what
I'm probably on the terror watch list already anyway.
I probably am too. But